Alright, what's good, gamers? This is going to be me breaking down what you just saw, the Rattle Battle individual level. Before I start, quick shoutouts to DNA423, Rainbow Sprinkles, and Liquify for helping me out one way or another with this video. Thank you guys very much. It would not have been possible without you. And yep, let's get this show on the road. So I'm going to be assuming that this is done in a any percent setting. So the any percent run is done on the 1.1 version of the game, despite the fact that this individual level was done on 1.0. I'm still gonna pretend that this is an any percent run, and therefore entering Diddy as your only Kong in Rattle Battle is pretty much the route, the standard route. So yeah, real quick, fast door entering Rattle's cabin, and fast door to exit Rattle's cabin. And right there, this is where the action begins. So you want to start a roll right here. I use this little bunch of bananas in the background as a visual cue. If you start your roll too early, it will either die right under the kaboing, or just die right in front of it and you will take damage, so not optimal. Starting your roll around here will ensure that you can get speed from hitting the kaboing, and you want to do another roll right there. And right there, I like to jump and try to land at the top of the stairs so I can roll through this second guy right here and also gain speed from that, like this. And this is a really tricky part of the level right there, like right off the bat at the start. This jump is extremely tight and very difficult, and it's almost impossible to save yourself if you're if you mess the jump up. Basically, there are several ways to mess it up, but they're like, essentially, what you want to do is hop off of the barrel almost as soon as you land. I found that to be pretty helpful for me when I was doing it. You also do not want to buffer a roll off the barrel. That seemed to really hinder myself when I was doing it. And yeah, there's just like not enough science that has been done on this jump so far. It's a really tricky jump. That's really all I can say about this. Very, very tricky, very punishing. But ideally, what you want to do is just like land on the barrel and pretty much jump as soon as you land. I found that jumping around the middle of the barrel helps. So you guys should test that out and see what works for you and what doesn't. And if you can get the jump, you'll land at the top, obviously. But yeah, it's a tough one. It's a really tough one. Like right at the start of the level, the fact that you have such a difficult jump, really unfortunate for the IL, but it is what it is. So next, just a pretty standard roll here, down here, and then you want to jump out of the roll and set up a moonwalk so you can roll through the next 3 kaboings coming up. I like to align Diddy's moonwalk with this rope in the background, basically as long as you're to the left of this rope, so around here. You start your moonwalk around here, and that's gonna make it so that the 3 guys are gonna be in position, so you can roll through all 3 of them and gain a lot of speed from it. There are several ways to screw this up, but there are also backups. This is pretty much the optimal way, or what I found to be the most optimal way for me. Just rolling through all 3 guys and getting a lot of speed from that, and then following strat basically takes that into account. So roll through all 3 guys, jump around here when you'll see this black spot in the background, and you will afterwards bounce on this guy and the next Kaboing coming on screen like this, and this will land you on that barrel. This movement right here, pretty straightforward. Just roll and go under all of the Kaboings. It's pointless to try and set up moonwalks and fancy movements to try and roll through the guys and gain a lot of speed from that. It's irrelevant. Like, it's not gonna help. Like, I haven't found a proper way to, let me rewind this real quick. I haven't found a proper way to make it so that Diddy can roll over this gap right here. If it were possible to roll over this gap in one smooth roll, it would be worth it to potentially set up a moonwalk right here, but I haven't found anything to be of note and to work right there. So this roll down this section, I like to start it around here. There's a little bucket in the background that can help you as a visual cue if you want. And right here, you want to delay the next roll a little bit so that you do not jump into this Kaboing. So I like, once again, to use this black spot in the background. Get under this guy, land on this barrel, and you will be able to avoid this Kaboing and the others as well, because they'll be out of the way when you will reach the top level of these barrels, like this. There you go. So a few more rolls here. Right there, basically set up your movements so that you jump out of the roll and land on the far left of these barrels, because that will maximize your rolling distance pretty much, and you'll be able to roll through the cannon to gain speed out of that. So right there, unfortunately, you have to jump out because you can't quite make this gap with this roll. I'm sure this can be optimized, maybe with like a wiggle or something. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, unfortunately, you gotta jump out of this roll. Right here, this roll, a little bit tricky, not as hard, obviously, as the roll earlier, or jump, I should say, earlier. But yeah, basically roll off the far right ledge of this barrel, and don't delay your jump out of the roll too much, otherwise you're going to take damage on this upcoming barrel. Like, basically just want to make sure that you gain enough distance and speed off of that roll so that you can land on the cannon right here. Basically clear that gap and make it across. And this upcoming roll right here, I like to sort of buffer. If you don't buffer it, there's a chance that the movement of the roll combined with the oscillation of the bee will kill you. So try to avoid that if possible. Basically, sort of buffering the roll, like I'm saying, will make it so that you will have a little bit of downward momentum as you're rolling, and you will be able to avoid taking damage completely out of that bee, and you will still have enough height so that when you jump out of the roll, you'll be able to make it safely onto the next platform, like this. From there, just do another roll. You can get this gap roll across those 2 barrels, pretty neat, and from there, just maximize your roll and let it die. Because you'll have to wait for this cannonball to get out of the way so that you can clear this next gap coming up. This gap is probably it's either the second most difficult thing about this stage, or the most difficult thing about this stage. It's between this and the jump at the very beginning of the stage, like I was talking about earlier. But yeah, basically, wait until the cannonball gets out of the way, jump over it, and then you wanna set up a roll jump off of this ledge, but you don't wanna start your roll too far right or buffer it. So basically, if either of those things happen, you will not get the distance required to bounce on the cannon, because you need to clear the entire, like, this is a very large gap, and if you don't get enough distance out of that roll, you will take damage out of this cannon. What you want to do is land on the cannon. But yeah, do this, and then just land right here, around here. It doesn't really matter if you land on the barrel or on the ground, whichever you're more comfortable with. I haven't investigated the science on it yet, but yeah, whichever you're more comfortable with, pretty much. I found in practice that starting the roll on the barrel gives you more distance, obviously, so that, like, in any case, you'll have to jump out of that roll a little sooner than if you were to start your roll from the ground floor. The reason being is there's this bee that you'll have to dodge afterwards anyways, so you want to roll jump under it, so it's a little easier to set up if you are not rolling from the barrel, but in any case, like, once again, whichever you're more comfortable with for that section. And for the ending parts, you just want to climb those barrels, do a roll jump off of the top barrel, which will land you perfectly on this one, and then from there, 3 more rolls. Start your last roll as soon as you cross the no rattly sign, and grab the invisible DK barrel at the end of the stage and perform a goal swap to set yourself up for slime climb. And that's it. Easy peasy, right? Hope you guys enjoyed me going through this breakdown. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it, or if you would like me to do more of those. I'm experimenting with new content at the moment regarding the DKC games, so yeah, if that's something that you might enjoy watching, or that you might find useful in the near future, just let me know, and I might be actually very interested in doing more of those in the near future. So yeah, thanks again for watching, gamers. I really appreciate that. And yeah, until next time, keep on rolling deep and be careful what you wish for. Peace!